BB and Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I just wanted to give y'all a real quick update on what's happening with the situation at the supermarket, which I find really interesting. First thing I want to say is this, and I just want to say, they are definitely some real niggas still in Coney Island. There's definitely some real niggas still in Coney Island. Uh, there's just it's a lot of real niggas here. Let's just be honest. I know quite a few before today. But I'm usually just always questioning niggas that just follow behind women. Um, with all due respect, uh, us as men, we should be leaders. And out here to see so many people following behind those two crackheads was absolutely insane. So I'm just going to discuss the situation, and then hopefully I don't have to talk about this no more. Preferably, I'll never have to talk about this again. I don't think that that's what's going to happen. But preferably, this is the last time we'll talk about this particular situation with them two young, with them two. They're not young; they're old. With them two, with them two crackheads. So first thing I want to say is, I go to the place. I call the police. I go to the place. I'm waiting for the police, just so we can be clear. The police take forever. It is what it is. They got other things to do. They already told me it was going to be a minute. So the police take forever. By the time the police actually pull up, the two ladies are in the area. So they walk to the area. I believe they was just walking past because they knew that I was there and they just wanted to harass me. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. They could have just been walking past. Two ladies walked past the area. I should have started recording at that point. I didn't. I did take some video footage though. I don't know if I'm ready to show that at the moment. So they walk past me. I start recording them again. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't. Like, these women walk past me and yell shit at me all the time. I should be recording them every opportunity. So I start recording them again, and then they walk past me, and then they start like yelling at me or whatever. And then I tell them basically, they can eat the dick. Y'all out here telling people that I touch children. There's only one person worse than the individuals that touch children. Two people. There's only one person worse than the individuals that touch people and allow for people to touch people. And that's the individuals that lie about people touching kids. All right. The only thing worse than touching kids or allowing somebody to touch kids is being the person that's lying on somebody touching a kid that never touched no kid. Just so we can be clear. Many places in the world, people get killed for that. Let's just be clear on this. Many places in America, people get killed for that. Let's just be honest. These women were trying to get me killed. Let's be honest. So I'm out there, and the ladies is yelling. The cops finally pull up. So when the cop pull up, I go talk to one cop. The two ladies are talking to the other cop, obviously. Right? So the cops are saying what the business is. So basically, even though she did hit me and she did attack me, I can take it a little bit further. Don't get it confused. But the two officers I was dealing with at that particular time, I don't know if that was the people that I would want on this particular situation, just so we could be clear. They look like they look like the officers that they're not really trying to do nothing. Shout out to them. Those are the guys that they're not out there. They don't look like people that's arresting people for no reason, basically. And so they didn't look like to them, this was something small. It wasn't something that needed to go so far. So that's basically what they were saying. And basically, I was expressing to them that this isn't even something that I want to do, but I don't have no choice. Then I told the cop what the problem was. These women are running around talking about I molest children. As soon as I said that, the cop's whole face changed. The nigga immediately was looking at me. I said what I said. The nigga looked at them. And you could tell he was trying to hide the disgust. There's one thing about men, fam. When you lie on a nigga about some shit like that, that's a big deal. In any regard. We get the information. They gave me a number. I got a number. So they gave me a number. I'll take care of all that shit later. So we let them go, right? So they're leaving, right? So one of the dudes that live in the neighborhood has stopped in the middle of all of this happening. And he was like, you know, he looked at me, was like, yo, you calling the cops on them? Why you doing that? And shit. You know, he looked like he was a little upset at me or whatever. It was a bad idea. So after the whole entire situation is happening, he hears what I'm yelling. He's 100% against me when he rolled up. He was driving his car. He was 100% against me, yelling at me like he was against me. He was mad at me. What the fuck is you doing, fam? You understand? Like that type of energy. So he goes and he hears the shit that I'm yelling. So after whatever the fuck happened with him talking to the girls, the ladies, he comes over and he talks to me. And I tell him about the situation that happened. I explained to him the whole situation. I live in Seagate. While I was living in Seagate, somebody had came and pointed my house out to another individual one day that I believe means me harm. The person that pointed out my house, I thought was one person, this girl. Now, I don't know the girl, so I don't know the girl's age. I don't know nothing about this girl. I've just played basketball with her like 2 or 3 times. That's it. So I thought it was the girl that was pointing at my house. Remember? We have video of me talking about this shit. I don't know where the video's at, what month it is in, but we got video. It's 2 years ago. We got video of me talking about this, just so we could be clear. We got video of me saying, yo, the motherfucker was looking at my house, Yo, what the fuck is wrong with her? Yo, why she trying to point people to my crib? Me saying it to her. And then like a couple of days after that, me figuring out it wasn't her. I think it was like a week, maybe a week or 2 later. I figured out it wasn't her. And I said that I needed to go apologize to her. So I walked in. When I went to apologize to her, she went and told her mother that I tried to pick her up. This is the part that I need for you to understand. I just went to apologize to her. I accused you of doing some shit. I know people in Coney Island watches the show. I accused you of doing some shit that you did not do. I know that there's people in Coney Island that watch the show. I wanted to apologize to you. That's it. So I woke up to her to apologize. And then, like, I guess there's some kind of misunderstanding of some shit. I don't know what the hell happened. But she leaves and she comes back with her mother telling me that the girl's only 14 years old. And I'm like, and? Because I don't realize that the mother's saying I'm trying to sleep with the girl when she initially says that. So then I'm like, and? And then I think about what she's saying. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with y'all people? Anyway, so because of that, the crackhead chicks is going around and telling people that I'm trying to. Now, mind you, this young girl that this situation happened with, I don't talk to her before that. I don't talk to her after that. Like, this is not a person I talk to. Like, I don't talk to this person. I don't talk to her. If I see her in the street, I don't even say hi. And this is before the situation happened. When I see her in the street, I don't even say hi. I just keep walking. I don't know her. This has nothing to do with whatever age she is or isn't. I don't know her. If you know anything about me, I'm extremely free with talking to people. Don't get this confused. Oh shit, I pulled the wrong. Sorry. What is this? What the fuck? Oh. I pulled the right cord, but it was tangled up in the wrong cord. So, if you know anything about me, you know I'm super friendly. Super, super friendly. Like, if you know anything about me, I'm way too friendly. I'm too friendly for my own good. So, and this is just assuming that this girl is not just evil. There's a good chance that the little girl could just be evil, could just be a bad person. You understand what I'm saying? There's a good chance of that. I think that's what it is. Honestly, I don't think that this is a misunderstanding. I think the little girl knows that I didn't try to pick her up. I know the little girl knows that I'm not interested in her. I'm pretty sure that this is an obvious statement. I 100% think that the little girl knows that I did not try to pick her up. I do 100% think that she's just a bad person and she's lying. I want to be clear on this. I do not think this is a misunderstanding. I do not think this is a mistake. I think that this little girl is just got a demented mind and she's fucked up in her brain. And I think she's purposely trying to lie, just so we can be clear. So that being said, if anybody knows me, I'm extremely nice to people sometimes. And sometimes because I be so nice and I'm so jovial at times when I'm like, with people, I guess I could give somebody the wrong impression. I guess. And I'm only saying that because Kendra says that, just so we can be clear. Only reason why I'm saying that is because Kendra says that. So I'm guessing that's a real thing. She's somebody that I could trust. With things like this, obviously, I could trust her. So anyway, so while I'm telling the story to the dude's face went from he got a problem with me to, oh damn, fam. Yo, that's fucked up. His face went from that. His face went from damn, fam. I don't even know what to say. That's how his energy adjusted. So he said, you know what? I'm going to go talk to them. I'm going to try to work something out with them. I'm going to tell them to stay away from you. So I'm like, I don't believe him. I'm like, this nigga capping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I still got in my mind, nah, we still going to do whatever we got to do to get these people up out of here, right? So another thing I'm going to add. So before the police had actually pulled up, while she was yelling, we was yelling at each other, we was both yelling at each other. While we was yelling at each other from across the street, they start calling people on the phone. I guess they thought I was going to run. I was going to leave. Anyway, after the police leave and whatever happened, another person they called from the phone pull up on me on the scooter. So he pull up on me. I turn around. I'm like, niggas like, yo, whatever, right? So I turn around. I'm like, all right, so it's about to happen. All I could think about is, this is the moment. And he says, can we talk? So anyway, so then he pulls up on me, says, he wants to talk about the situation. He want to discuss the situation. He explains his relationship with the two yay ladies. He says that he's related to them, but he could just be a friend. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes like we want to protect women. So like, yo, that's my sister or that's my aunt or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So he could have been doing that, but regardless. So he rolls up on me and he asks me what my problem with them is. So I express, I don't have a problem with them. They're doing some shit. I don't have a problem with them. They are doing some shit. They're running around and telling people that I molest children. That nigga face went down. So he came over to me with different energy. And as soon as I told him what my issue and what my problem was, that nigga had to understand. Every real nigga, every single real nigga is going to be on your side once somebody is out there throwing that type of allegation against you with no proof. Every real nigga is going to be on your side because bitches lie. This is just a fact. That's the reason why people, I'm not even going to go into that, but every single real nigga, when they hear that the issue that is happening is because some woman is lying about you touching children, every real nigga is going to be on your side. That bitch is going to have to show some proof and not nobody words. I need some kind of proof. So he didn't touch the child. The child is just saying he tried to pick her up. As he talked to her since he hasn't talked to this kid and he hasn't talked to the child in 2 years. Do we ever see him? So he doesn't talk to nobody in general. So he doesn't talk to nobody, he doesn't go around nobody. This particular individual, he's never actually had a real conversation with. Because I've never actually had a conversation with this girl. I just want to be clear about this. So that nigga went from pulling up on me, what I presume to be this, we might have to go. So after I spoke for a minute, being like, damn, I can understand your position. I mean, I still got to be supportive to these women, but I understand your position, fam. You ain't wrong. Now, he didn't say that, but he did say he was going to go. After I explained to everybody what these women are accusing me of, both dudes immediately said they're gonna go talk to them. They can't be doing shit like that. Why? Because that's what real niggas do. Real niggas don't somebody go and throw an accusation out about you, and real niggas just believe you and believe them and help whatever the fuck they doing. Real niggas on a different type of time. Niggas that's lived life, been around the world a little bit. Even if it's not around the world physically, it's around the world up here. So shout out to the two dudes that I spoke to today. I still think at some point I'm going to have to get the police involved because I do not think that these people are going to go away. But I am going to give the two individuals that said that they're going to talk to these women, I am going to give them the opportunity to go do what they do. Because that's another thing a real nigga does when he talking to a real nigga. He let a real nigga go see if he gonna go do shit he's supposed to go do. So that's what we gonna do. I don't want to have to deal with the police. If I wanted to deal with the police, I would have called the police on these people years ago. I don't want to deal with the police. I don't want to send nobody to jail. I don't want bad things to happen to people. So shout out to the two dudes I spoke to this morning. We're gonna see what happened. That's it. All we could do is see what happened. I still think somebody gonna have to die. That's my what I personally think. You know, whatever though. We'll see what happens. I think that's it. I think that's Dame Dash claims he made only $5,100 in taxable income in 2022 in an attempt to get a judge to lower his child support. Huh. That's interesting. And why do when a man want to pay lower child support, why do women always try to make it seem like he don't want to take care of the kids? Niggas be having child support and have their kids with them freaking 50% of the time and still be paying ridiculous child support. So get off of that shit. That's just manipulation. No injuries. Grant Hill is the best out of these five. In my opinion, no injuries. Grant Hill was the best out of these five. And the reason is because he was the best defender out of these five. Probably the best scorer out of these five, quite honestly, is out of Brandon Roy and T Mac. I probably one of those two is the best scorers out of these three. If you know, you know. Brandon Roy was fucking, he was just a problem. You know why he ain't in the NBA no more, right? I could tell you why Brandon Roy ain't in the NBA no more. Y'all want to know? Anybody want to know why Brandon Roy ain't in the NBA no more? So he dunked on her, and then he took the. I don't know what the real issue with who is. With who? I don't know what their issue is. They just make up issues to argue at me. I don't know what their issue is. I don't have an issue, just so we can be clear. So I don't know what their real issue is. I know they just make up lies So I assume their real issue was just jealousy and hate. You do know that these are people that I've never done anything to, right? Never. So you have to ask them whatever their issue is or isn't, Cassandra. I'm assuming you're just in here to instigate, by the way. NBA YoungBoy drops Charlemagne the God diss track after being given Donkey today. Jonathan Majors Day weekend. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, I am going to be. I got to go get some video footage. So I got a music video I'm editing. I just want some more B roll. I guess so. I got a little bit more B roll that I'm gonna go try to get today. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kick this Cassandra. You don't even spell Cassandra right. I mean, I can't tell you how to spell your name. But you obviously just an instigator, so I'm gonna let you go now. Copy. Boom. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Anything y'all want to ask me? Talk about whatever. I mean, I got other stuff I'm about to do. I'm about to go outside and get some video. I'm literally just only on the live right now because I'm charging my phone. And I wanted to give y'all an update, but I would have been finished the live. The update been done. Uh, anything else you want to talk about? Female tables. Michael Jordan has more 50-point playoff games than Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Stephen Curry, Westbrook, and Kobe Bryant combined. Sheesh. Somebody says it's not true. He might have messed up. Okay, so somebody else is saying he needs a calculator, so he could be wrong. So Wilt has 4, and most of the guys have 1. Curry only has 1. What up, Des the Billy? Just because I'm curious, is this the Des I'm thinking it is? that does the memes. I'm not going to kick you, even if you are the one I think you are. I'm just asking. Oh, for the Barclays, salute, Dez. Yo, fam, I'm trying to come through. Y'all got anything going on? I'm trying to come through, fam. What we talking about? Shout out to Dez. Yeah, for everybody that don't know. So I was at the Barclays a while back. Dez, was I not courtside? So was I not courtside at the Barclays? At the Barclays. Was I not courtside? He's security courtside. So just so y'all know. I'm sorry for telling your business, fam. But that's a dope ass job. That's a dope ass job. They out here telling people that I'm not connected, fam. I was fam. When we go to the Barclays, we everywhere. When we go to the Barclays, we everywhere, fam. I keep saying the Barclays like this is Charles's place. When we go to the Barclays, we everywhere, fam. We was in all of the spots that you can't go. Not you, Des, obviously, but all of the spots that only the freaking VIPs go, fam. That's where we. Des, am I lying? You, Des, niggas, because he saw who I was with. He saw who I was with. Damn, they don't know they should like me. They don't know I'm a cool dude. They don't know they should like me, fam. They don't know. They don't know, fam. They don't know. They don't know that they should like me. They got crackheads telling them that they're supposed to hate me, fam, and then they just agreeing with it. They don't know that they should like me. They don't know. That's all. Tell me when I could come through for some content. Hit me up on Instagram. Tell me when I could come through on some content, and I just pull right up on you. You just got to let me know like 2 hours in advance, like 3 hours in advance. Let me know whatever day it is. Let me know when I could pull up and make some content. Fam, I'm trying to go to everything. Everything. Pull up on me. If anybody is liking this y'all can pull up to the Cash App. Somebody put my Cash App in the chat. Fam, I live out here in Coney Island. I've been trying to use my platform to like big up the neighborhoods. They got people out here telling people I'm a nobody, fam. I can't even bring Coney Island to the world right now, fam. They got people out, fam. I'm trying, fam. I'm trying. Hell yeah. I got new cameras, fam. This is what we doing. I got new cameras. This is what we do. That's crazy, fam. It's crazy. Crackheads, fam. They got crackheads telling them they got to dislike me, and they just disliking me. Crackheads, fam. I'm walking around Coney Island today. I'm pulling up to the people who be nice to me, and I'm going to try to get a little bit of content, a little bit of FaceTime for y'all, and I'm going to try to edit y'all into my music video or this music video for some dudes from Oakland that I shot the other day. So I'm coming around Coney Island today, and I'm gonna try to get some shots to put into the music video that I'm doing as of late. I don't need any shots, man. I just want to make it a little bit more Coney Island-ish. I got people that are not from Coney Island that want to come to Coney Island and shoot music videos and shoot content and shit like that. So I'm trying to invite them, but it's hard for me to invite them when I'm going through the shit in Coney Island that I'm going through. Fucking bananas, Daz. These dudes is bananas, man. The nigga said, very connected. Nigga said, very connected. These people are bananas. Definitely hit me up. I'm trying to pull up, man. We need to do some Barclays content. There's the bully. There's the Billy. You know what? We haven't thought of a name. You know what? If we come up with a good strategy for me pulling up and making content, then we're gonna have to name the show something. So there's no telling. We work on the name. Every time I talk to somebody about doing content and be like, yo, we could work. They never get back to me. But I think they be thinking I'm gonna get back to them. But I got 5 or 6 different things going on, and I'm dealing with stalkers and whatnot. So sometimes I just don't get back to you, but it's not on purpose. It's just because I'm just got a lot going on. So that's why I always tell people, please don't let me forget. Shout out to Daz. That shit was dope too. If they don't know, they better find out, fam. Yo. So I'm walking out onto the floor. We courtside seats. So I'm walking out into the floor and I see the nigga and he like, yo, Jack Frost. Like, yeah, nigga. I love it when people recognize me in public and for a good reason not to throw hate. I fucking love it. And I embraced you too, didn't I, fam? I embraced you too with smiles and happiness. And you saw who I was with. These niggas don't know. People be so busy on that hate. You understand what I'm saying? We got to get that hate out of your blood, fam. Don't be like the crackheads. Get the hate out of your blood, fam. That's a fact, fam. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Ask me a thing. My phone still needs a little bit more charge. Am I charging something else too? I'm supposed to be charging something else too. All right. Hold on. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Ask me some questions. I don't care. I'm not in no rush. We got good content. Whenever we having good comments, I never want to go nowhere. We usually keep the show going for a long time whenever we got good comments. At least that be the plan, you know? Let me see how much battery life this one has. Okay. Fam, I'm coming to the next one, right? You got me? All the way full. Excellent. Y'all just don't get it. You got me on the next. Fam, I'm trying to pull up to whatever the next thing is. Whatever the next thing is, I'm trying to pull it at. I'm going to tell you what it is, Dez. I'm not one of those dudes that run around saying, yo, I know this guy, I know that guy, I know that guy. That's what it is. I'm not like that. You understand what I'm saying? You seen the people I was with, fam. I could flex if I wanted. Copy. You seen the people that I was with, Dez. I could flex if I wanted. If I wanted, I could flex. That's people don't understand humbleness. You understand? They don't understand it. Niggas just be humble, fam. Did I fucking break this shit? You seen the people I was with, fam. I don't hang out with no slouches. I don't hang out with no slouches, fam. I know slouches, but I don't hang out with no slouches, fam. You seen the people I was with. They don't get it when I keep saying y'all hurting yourself more than me when you don't want to fuck with me. They don't get that. What's understood, they ain't gotta be explained. You dig? All right, so Dez, you following me on Instagram yet? Message me on Instagram, fam, so I can make sure I got your shit. Message me on Instagram real quick. Yo, Cam is fucking savage. The nigga got the jeans with Melissa Ford's face on the front of it, with her doing the old face like this. The nigga Cam is a savage, fam. Cam is a savage. He deserves it though. Cam is a savage. She accused that nigga of trying to go of going messing with kids. She deserve whatever bullshit she get. She deserve it all. She tried to accuse Cam of messing with kids, fam. Whatever it is that she get, she deserve it. We not doing that. We not putting that on upstanding niggas. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the pants and shit. Look at the fucking pants. This nigga's crazy. We not putting shit like that on real niggas. We not putting shit like that on people. We not doing that. So whatever she get, she deserve. But you know why Cam just did that though? Because they need to take the attention off of the interview that he did because it didn't copy. Yo, I never posted this shit. Hold on. Oh no, I tried to send you. I was trying to give you free tickets to a thing, but you couldn't go because it was your wife's birthday or some shit like that. I was trying to send you free tickets to take your wife out. I'm looking at the chat. I was trying to send you free tickets to take your wife out. Coincidentally, this is something I never spoke about before, right? I've never spoke about this before, but this is the type of shit Jack be on. You see what he just said? Facts. This is the type of shit Jack be on. I just don't be bragging. This is weird, fam. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. Yeah, so I think they're trying to take the attention off of because that was actually a pretty bad interview that they did with um Sebastian Telfair. That was a bad interview for Sebastian. That was a bad interview for them. So they might be going at Cam right now to take the attention off of that last interview. It was a bad interview, man. It just is what it is. Sometimes it's a bad interview. Sometimes it's a good interview. You know, sometimes it's a bad interview. Sometimes it's a good interview. That was a bad interview. With all due respect. And I think that they might be trying to take the attention off of that interview, so they throwing shots at somebody they don't like. They don't like. That was a bad interview, and it's not nobody's fault. Like it's not Cam's fault. It's not Mace's fault. It's not. It is what it is. Podcast fault. It's not. Um, Sebastian Telfair's fault. It's just that we need a little bit more media training than people generally have when you're dealing with, you know, those type of situations. You know, you just need a little bit more media training. I think they was throwing him alley oops. They was pitching him softballs, and I think that he just wasn't. I think they needed to sit down and talk with him for like an hour before they did the video. They should have had breakfast together. Like, even if it's over the live stream, like not live stream, but even if it's over like DMs or something, I think they should have just, spoke with him for about 45 minutes to an hour. Just talked. It sounded like they did, but they wasn't able to meet. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they should have talked a little bit longer, because one of the things that Cameron was saying was he was referencing things that Sebastian Telfair was talking about before they actually, I guess, started recording. Maybe it was on the previous day, maybe it was that day, but sooner. And he started referencing. So they did have a conversation about what they should and shouldn't talk about, I'm guessing. But once again, I just think Sebastian Telfair needed a little bit more media training, maybe a lot more media training. He should have did a better interview than that. I think that he's actually an incredible story. He has for everybody that don't know, they have a documentary out about him. I forgot the name of it, but did it win an award? I think it was the year that it came out. I think it was deemed like one of the best documentaries of the year. Like, it's like one of the best basketball documentaries ever, for everybody that don't know. Hold on, let's get the name of the Sebastian Telfair documentary real quick. What's the name of the documentary about Sebastian Telfair from Coney Island? Through the Fire.
According to IMDb, Through the Fire chronicles the journey of Coney Island basketball star Sebastian Telfair from famed Lincoln High School straight to the NBA.
Let's see what the IMDb is real quick. From what I've 7.1 out of 10. Sheesh, that's good. Three user reviews, 22 critic reviews, and it has a 65 Metascore. So not that many people have reviewed it other than the critics, and the critics apparently like it. Let's see if that's IMDb. Let's check. Do you think it'll be on Tomato? Hold on. Rotten Tomato score for Through the Fire, Sebastian Telfair documentary.
According to Rotten Tomatoes, May 30th, 2007, rating 3.5 for full review.
Oh, wow. It did not get a good review on Rotten Tomatoes. But they did write. Valuable, not because of Sebastian Telfair's ultimate triumph, but because of how effectively it contrasts his achievements with the plight of so many other aspiring athletes for whom the fantasy of a pro career ultimately fails to materialize. So that's a fucking that. After reading, I want to watch the movie now. So I don't know what the problem was. I'm gonna read some of the stuff from Rotten Tomatoes real quick. I don't know what the problem is. So it got on Rotten Tomatoes, it got 69, critic 76. It's fresh. This is good rating. Over 50,000 audience score people, 50,000 people voted. Audience score 76. So it's a good documentary. Go check it out. I'm gonna look at some of the comments real quick. It doesn't have the pathos of the best sports documentary, but Through the Fire does what ESPN wanted it to do. Roger Moore. Entertaining and compelling account of the year, even though most of basketball fans will already know the ending. Peter Hartlib Uh, stylistically, it plays like an ESPN profile more than a serious documentary. But the issues and drama is all real enough, and so is the big league money. Tim Cogshell. I guess I'll read one more. This is the one that they got posted. I read that one already. He rated it a 3.5 out of 4. Damn, so they liked it. And that person was Cam Williams. So we'll read one more. A side of basketball that often goes unrevealed, Kevin Carr. So no, go check it out. It's actually pretty good. I've been hearing a lot about it. So Sebastian Telfair already has that. So my question is, and this is just a question I have, they could have literally just watched the documentary and then asked him questions about said documentary so he could get comfortable. And then when he get comfortable, you ask him about the league. You ask him about the other players that came out of New York City. You ask him about where he feels like he's at in the the guards. But you got to ease into that stuff with a person who isn't used to being on camera. A person that's used to being on camera, you could just hit him in the face. Pause. But an individual that's not used to being on camera, you have to use it with kid gloves. Now that with that being said, you're gonna have a lot of people say, I don't know how to interview, but how many people did I interview their first interview and the interviews were great? I interviewed quite a few people before they've ever interviewed with anyone else and had great interviews. Every person that I interviewed, with the exception of one person, went on to become better interviewees. Because I handle you with kid gloves. I'm not trying to make you look bad. I'm trying to make you look good. If I can't make you look good, I have failed. I'm not trying to get a story. I'm not trying to get clicks. I'm not trying to do any of that. Zero of that. I'm just trying to create something that I can look back at 10 years from now and like. Honestly, it's all I'm ever trying to do. Create something that 10 years from now, I could look back on it and be like, I like this. That's all. Ah, so they are bringing them back. They don't got no choice. Daredevil born again. Yo, how they got this former Wizards guard Ryan Rollins charged with shoplifting from Target? Like, you used to play in the NBA and now you shoplift from Target. Rollins has a minimum. Wait, is he got former Wizards guard? He's not on the team anymore? Oh, so they just let him go, but nobody knew why they just let him go. So they just let him go because he was stealing from Target? That's crazy. Obviously he got different problems. He obviously got different problems, issues of some kind. So he is gonna get 1.7 and then 600. But why? Niggas is weird, fam. Niggas is just weird. People just do shit that's necessary. Nah, he got it. He probably got a problem. He probably got a problem. Probably slow. A lot of niggas is slow. More women is slow than niggas. And niggas be slow, and then you let her lead you. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of these women be slow, and y'all let her lead you because y'all want to have sex. Just refrain. Yeah, I didn't go ask them for the tape, so stop lying. You wasn't there. You don't know what happened. You wasn't there. You don't know what happened. You just saying random things in the chat. Get out of here. See, the problem is this. Y'all think that I want bad things to happen to people. I don't want bad things to happen to people. I just want people to leave me alone. Period. So y'all lie to people and say that I want bad things to happen to people so y'all could convince people to help y'all hurt me. You're going to have to answer for that to God at some point. I know y'all don't care about God. I get it. But you are going to have to answer to that to God at some point. And you want to know the dope way that God makes a lot of people answer for the shit that they do? God lets you do evil for a dumb long time. And then he sees, you know what, this person isn't going to stop. And then all the evil that he did, he revisits it upon you by now people are looking at you a certain way. Because imagine calling a nigga a pedophile that isn't. You know how many niggas, how many grown men is just can't fuck with you no more. Like that's some real shit. You know how many grown men that's just not gonna be able to fuck with you no more. They're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna say nothing. They're not gonna say nothing. They're gonna be quiet. They're gonna be like, as far as y'all's concerned, y'all still cool. Y'all still ace bone combs, but they don't really fuck with you no more. Because you can't really fuck with a nigga that lie about some shit like that. It's real tough. If a nigga is gonna lie about anybody touching children, they'll lie on anyone about anything. Trying to get that, it's like a glare. I'm trying to remove it. Glare, I'm trying to remove. Hold on, it's gonna be messed up for a second. Because basically, what those people are doing is they're actively like attacking me every day. And if I do anything back at all, they say I'm the aggressor. You understand? So that's why I'm literally just walking around with my camera all day. Homeboy came up to me and was like, please stop videotaping the crackhead chicks. You know what? I'm gonna avoid them. If I see them come around me at all and do anything weird at all, I'm going back to whatever it is I'm doing. Anything at all, even the slightest thing. I'm gonna assume every single, because what you have to understand is a lot of the bullshit that they're doing, they don't think I see. So they think I don't know they doing the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep doing that. You understand? So I don't think this is going anywhere. But I am gonna live up to my end of the bargain. At a private NYPD Russian officers gala last night, Mayor Adams vowed to fight against socialist organization he claims want cops to do paperwork instead of policing. Okay, so he's trying to work to keep those votes. Shout out to the two dudes though that I spoke to. I'm pretty sure that the two dudes that I spoke to is gonna try their best, but those is crackheads, man. Those is crackheads. I mean, let's just be honest. I'm not even trying to be a dick, but those are crackheads, man. When do you ever know crackheads to, especially the crackhead women specifically? I'm talking about. When do you ever know crackhead women to be rational and do anything at all that's beneficial to society? You got more of a chance of a nigga that smoke crack doing some shit that's benefit to society or that makes sense than a woman that smoke crack, fam. And the reason why is, and I'm not trying to bash nobody, but you do understand if a person can't get drugs, they're willing to do anything to get the drugs, like crack. So imagine what the average female crackhead has to do. She's been smoking for 20 years. Imagine how many times she had the fucking whatever to get high. So them crackhead women, they are destroyed, fam. They're just destroyed. They're not even having all of this stuff because, doing this stuff because, they even want the guy. This is worse than when a prostitute does it, because a prostitute is just doing it because she's a prostitute. She's trying to pay her actual bills. A crackhead is doing it because they're trying to smoke crack. So no, I don't actually see these women to stop. Anybody that's gonna suck a dick for some crack, fam, they liable to do anything, man or woman. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Or no, we done. How can somebody say that they didn't give me a thing that I didn't go in there and ask them for? So you just in here lying all the time. So y'all just write lying ass comments all day, every day. I just told y'all that the dudes outside said that they was gonna talk to the women. So y'all just write lying ass comments all day, every day, right? Y'all just lie. Y'all just wake up in the morning lying, and then y'all call me a liar while y'all say lies. I can't wait for God to get a hold of you. Huh. So they're married because Ariana Grande has a boyfriend that they don't think is particularly attractive. So what? The fuck? Half of the time, women don't even date niggas for looks. So what the fuck? I got bear mace on my Amazon, so I'm pretty sure that bear mace is gonna be getting here pretty soon. I'm gonna be hitting them niggas dead in the face with that shit, fam. I'm not playing with you. As soon as one of them dope fiends or something like that come try to create a problem or come by me doing some weird shit, I'm hitting that nigga dead in the eyes and the hands because then he gonna wipe his eyes. So I'm hitting them niggas dead in the face and I'm hitting them niggas dead in the hands and the bottom of the front of his shirt, the shirt too. I'm gonna make sure all of that shit get lit.
Implications. Victims in Colombia, China, the Caribbean, Germany, Japan, Mexico, the United Emirates, and the United Kingdom. Based in Nigeria, the FBI says this crime ring also was able to hit 1,000 people who live in Los Angeles and built them out of $73 million. And just how
Jerry Krause was a good executive. Michael Jordan just didn't like him. I don't know why Michael Jordan didn't like him. But remember when there was, for everybody that don't know, there was a long period of time where Jerry Krause was, people didn't know who to be on side of, Jordan or Krause. So there was people that was actually on Jerry Krause side at one time. But Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. Do I think Jerry Krause's abilities as a GM were important? Absolutely. You have a lot of great players that never get no help. You got people that don't know how to draft. Like I said with the Knicks, like why would you draft Strickland and draft Mark Jackson? That didn't make sense. Draft one or the other. They're both incredible guards. Either which one of them would have been fine. Draft one or the other. That's it. No more comments. I don't see no more comments. We stopped having comments at about 11:48. It's 12:12. I'm about to get up out of here. Okay, we're not doing that. That's way too much stuff. All right. I'm gonna let y'all go. Need to walk outside, do a couple of things. Everybody, please just have a blessed day. Go out there and do stuff. Fam, when you trying to work in the favor of God, just fam. I just want to be clear about something. God can use everybody. God uses everybody. But you want to know what one of the things that he does before he uses you for, especially for important things, he cleans you up. All right. So just think about that for one moment. I actively over here talk about the Lord often, and some crackheads are the ones telling y'all that y'all should hate me because of a story that some girl told that is not even truth. It's just totally fabrication. So it is what it is. With that being said, everybody enjoy your day. Go out there, do beautiful things. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. # Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. And that's all I got on this one.